It had to be right. If it wasn't right, it didn't make it. Hands-on stuff is great, but if it's hands-on stuff that goes in the ash can or, doesn't really have a use, it's not as valuable. If it's something, something they can take home and like that, that's great. But if you add the component of somebody else, in other words, it kind of a commercial side, you say, okay, this is going to go to the customer. Here are the specs. It either makes the specs or it goes in the garbage and we start over. And boy, I just saw the quality and the work ethic and everything just come way up when all of a sudden it made a difference. And I learned that there and ended up doing it in my drafting class. I had a friend who was working for General Dynamics at the time, and they wanted a model of a heat exchanger. So in my drafting classes, I said, okay, we'll make it for you. And we got the money to put into the program. So I had him send the drawings. Well, he sent the drawings, and I had my kids study the drawings, so that they would understand how this thing was put together. And we made models out of plastic. And then they used it, their salesman actually used those models then for selling these heat exchangers. And it was a great thing because, again, it had to be right. If it wasn't right, it didn't make it. So, and it just added so much to it. And I kind of learned that if you add that component, it makes a big difference with somebody who's learning.